We're going to talk a little bit now about creating tables within Futurefolio. So let's create a new document first of all for digital publishing on the iPad. And let's create a table. So we first place a text frame and we say insert table. We'll give it 4 rows and 2 columns, and there it is. Now there's 2 types of table in Futurefolio. There's interactive and non-interactive. So what I'm going to show you first is the interactive table. So for each of these rows, we want something to happen when the user taps on them, and that's our interaction. So just to set up our table, let's write in each row what we want to happen. Let's say this one we want to send an email. The next one we want to load a web page. The next one we will show a picture. And for the last one, we will show a message. Let's select our whole table and make that text a little bit bigger so we can see what we're doing. There we are. And there's our table. So that's great. It's a table. Currently doesn't have any interaction added to it. So what we need to do here is place our cursor in the first of those table rows. And you can see here the object panel has detected that the cursor is in a table row, and it says when the user taps this row, what action do you want to perform? So we're on this first row, send email. So we will choose send an email. And for the address, we'll pre-populate to hello@futurefolio.co.uk. Second row, we want to load a web page, so we will choose load URL internally. And for the address, we'll pre-fill that with http www.futurefolio.co.uk. The next one, we want to show a picture. Well, we actually haven't got any pictures on this page yet, so let's just do that. Let's place a picture. Let's choose this one. And let's put it here. The key here is to give it a layer name. You might have guessed by now a lot of stuff works off layer names in Futurefolio. So let's call it picture. Back to our table row again. We want to show an object, and the parameter here is the picture name, which is picture. And let's set that picture to be initially hidden. Final row, we want to show a message. Show message. Hi there. So we're done. Let's save our document. Let's call it tables. And let's build to our simulator directory. And then over in our previewer, tables. So the first thing you'll notice is that the table doesn't look exactly like it does within InDesign, and there's a very good reason for this. Because we're using interaction on our tables, what Futurefolio does is it taps into the native look and feel of tables on that device. So what it's actually doing is it's rendering live text here, as opposed to just displaying a flat picture of an object on your page. So what you'll see now is when you tap on each of these rows, that action will be performed. So send email. Here's our email message. And when the simulator catches up, there it is, hello@futurefolio.co.uk that we pre-populated that address field with. The next row, load a web page. Loads the internal web browser, which we told to point at Futurefolio's website. The next one shows a picture, and there's our picture that we placed. And last of all, we said show a message. Hi there. And of course, as we saw before, that title, when you've got a proper issue and you've set an issue title, that's what will be displayed there instead. So that's interactive tables. Let's say you don't really want interaction on there. You don't want the native look and feel. You want it to look exactly how you set it out in InDesign, more in a sort of picture way. So now we'll select the table and go back to our object panel. Now, because we've got the table as a whole selected as opposed to a single row, you get the settings that are relevant to the table itself. And here, this is the key. Should it output as a single image? So previously that defaulted to off because the default is interactive tables. If we tick that, then what will happen is the interaction will be lost from there, but the table will be a true representation of how it looks within InDesign. So let's try build. Go back to our previewer, and there we have it. The table looks exactly how you want it to. So that's your two options for tables within Futurefolio: a fully interactive table using the native look and feel of the device, or a flat picture with no interaction that is a true representation of how you've set it up within InDesign.